What's up, guys? This is Third Winter Productions. Tyler, Dan, Oakley. How you guys doing?
So good.
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Just okay.
Oh, why just okay, buddy?
I just
Game of Thrones is almost over.
Yeah.
Right? Today, we are actually previewing Season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
What we're going to do here is we have 3 videos. We're basically basing this off houses. So first one up is going to be the Lannisters. And then we'll go on from there. You guys will see those later.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few characters that are not in this house that I just threw in there and I thought maybe we'd want to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys have any questions?
I have lots of questions.
What kind of questions?
Oh, none.
Questions.
None pertaining to this.
Okay.
We're talking about the same Podrick. Quiet boy in Lord Tyrion's service seems a bit simple. What did he do to them?
All right, guys. So now we are talking about the Lannisters. This is our Game of Thrones preview.
Yeah.
We are splitting up by houses. First up, the Lannisters. My favorite house. Not really, but if I were in any house, I feel like I would be in the Lannister house.
What would you be in?
Me? Oh, heck, I don't know. Someone who just sits on the side and that doesn't do anything.
You're a bastard.
You're common.
I'll be like a snow or a sand. How about that?
Yeah, you'd be from Dawn.
No, I think you'd be a Storm.
You really?
Anyways, first up, let's talk about Cersei.
Okay.
She's probably the most prominent Lannister in this upcoming season. Do you guys have any thoughts of what she might be up to, what she could be doing this next season?
First of all, what?
Hold on.
I think there's another word for her, but we're not going to say that.
She, honestly, I don't know, because I feel like I really pitied her a lot when when I first met her.
Yeah.
And that, like, her husband was drunk and a womanizer.
A fool.
And she's been through so much and she's lost so much. And that's kind of just drove her insane through all the things that she's gone through.
Yeah. She was very redeemable. I'll be honest. Leading up to season 8, I hated her. For a second, she made Ned Stark kill Lady, or made Robert make Ned kill Lady.
Yeah.
But I just hated her. And I wanted the worst things to happen to her.
Yeah.
And then she went through her walk of shame, and I was like, that's too far.
You feel bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
It's like, what the hell? I hate the High Sparrow more now.
Oh, yeah.
And then she blows him up, and now I hate her the most. Again. So, do you guys have any predictions? And we're not talking about deaths. We have another video for that. But, like, what do you think her role is coming into this, Andrew?
Well, she's definitely going to be a big obstacle for pretty much everybody up north.
Yeah.
Like, she's definitely not going to hold the throne very long, and no one wants her to hold it.
No.
Yeah.
So, and she really has no right to the throne either.
She just took it. She usurped it.
Yeah, she completely just took it.
Yeah. That's true.
What about you?
Honestly, I don't know how to feel about her and what she's going to do in this next season. I think that she's definitely going to be a contender for Jon Snow. And
Do you think Jon Snow's taking the throne? Okay, never mind. We're not talking about
we're
it.
not talking about that. Calm down.
Okay.
But I think that it will be an obstacle, and I hope that she gets what she deserves.
See, I think it's just funny. Everybody is in the north.
Yeah, everybody, literally everybody right now.
The only real characters that are in the south is Qyburn, Cersei, and the Mountain.
Yeah.
Euron Greyjoy and maybe the Golden Company, which I have a theory that they're probably going to betray her. But it's funny with her. It says something about her character that death is beating on her door and she is too stubborn to fight back.
Yeah, seriously.
She'd rather keep her ego intact and just fight against good rather than fight against death, which is almost inevitable.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't understand her. It's interesting because I personally think to defeat the Night King, I think it's actually going to happen south.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to defeat him in episode 3. I think they'll probably lose that battle at Winterfell and have to retreat. If you notice, Miguel Sapochnik is actually directing 3 and 5, and he has done the biggest battles. He's done Watchers on the Wall, Battle of the
Right.
Bastards, Hardhome. So it's kind of interesting that they split up his directing episodes between 3 and 5. But he's also done Winds of Winter, which wasn't a battle episode. So I'm wondering what Cersei's role is going to be here. If she is going to start going forward or just try to hold down the fort almost and just have it there until she can't have it anymore and then blows the city up. Which I think so. You guys have anything else to say about Cersei?
No,
Other than I love her.
I pity her.
Yeah.
I hate her.
You hate her?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does. So, do you guys want to talk about Tyrion or Jaime first?
So about Jamie.
Okay, because
Go in order. Because that's order, right?
That's
yeah, that's the order. I just don't think.
Like I said, twins, aren't they?
That's
Yeah,
what they're
well,
doing.
she's older. Tyrion doesn't seem like he has a massive role in this next. I think he has a secret role, but I don't think he has.
Kind of like Littlefinger.
Yeah, I think Tyrion lost his arc in season 4. He kills Tywin, and then he has a little bit of one in season 5, but
Yeah.
it just kind of seems like he becomes a supporting character.
Yeah.
I actually almost wish he would have died.
Hmm.
In a weird way. I think he has a secret role. I just don't think it's a lot. So, I guess we're talking about Tyrion now.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Tyrion leading up to this season, and what do you think he has much, or maybe things you don't like, you do like?
He's a really cunning strategist.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's going to play to his benefit here. That he is going to... He's definitely not really going to play much of a role in battles.
Yeah.
At least on the field. But behind the scenes, he'll probably do a lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of theories that in the trailer you see a lot of battle strategies that look like it might be Tyrion's, like certain weapons on the walls or stuff like that, and dragon glass spears and all that good stuff. And obviously that's Gendry mining that stuff, or smithing it. But it seems like that Tyrion might have a hand in planning this battle. But I've also noticed, especially in season 7, he seems to fail a lot.
Yeah.
And Daenerys seems to constantly get on him.
Yeah.
She keeps trusting him and he keeps messing up. And a lot of people think that he's going to betray Dany. And it kind of seems like they're setting that up because of that divide between the two characters. What do you think about that? And what maybe do you think could happen if he does?
I think that, especially if there's that divide, that he could definitely betray her.
Yeah.
And because Tyrion, after a while, like, he's a very patient man. But after a while, he doesn't take anymore.
Yeah. He's been taking for a while.
Yeah. And he gets frustrated with her. I'm frustrated with her, especially in season 4. I was so frustrated with Dany.
Yeah. Season 5?
Season 4 and season 5.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that if he does betray her, it would probably be for the best. But with...
Best storytelling wise?
Yes.
Okay. I could see it being a bit of a twist. We wouldn't have expected that. But we also had that ominous look he was giving when Dany and Jon were shagging in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Incest is best.
Incest is wincest.
A little closer to home. Closer to home.
Yeah, what do you think about that look? Because I'm so confused by it. Like, is he jealous? Is he mad? Is he worried?
I think he's worried.
Definitely not jealous.
No.
But I think he's concerned that they are going to let their love for each other get in the way of ruling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually when people fall in love in Game of Thrones, it doesn't end well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I think he's more concerned about the best thing coming out instead of just everybody having a good old sexy time along the way.
I've been really trying, baby.
Sexy as bestie.
Y'all repressed.
Because he hasn't had sex in a while, has he?
Tyrion?
Yeah.
No, he actually hasn't.
It's been a few years. I don't think it's been since he was with
He was
Shay.
at that brothel, and that's when Jorah captured him. I mean, he could be shagging on the side, off screen.
I don't think he was doing anybody in the brothel, right? Wasn't he like...
No, he wasn't. He couldn't because of Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he grabbed her and he was smooth talking her, and then he says, "Sorry, I can't."
Yeah.
And they went to take a piss, and Jorah took him.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the biggest wild card coming into this season. I just don't I feel like I know what everyone's role is except for his.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And that leads us into Jaime, where I absolutely know his role. I think I know his role. Yeah. And I think a lot of people think this is that he's gonna finish that amazing character arc of being the most hated man in Westeros to becoming the lovable guy in our hearts at home watching.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
he's gonna die a hero, is what you're saying.
Probably.
Well, my hope is that he kills Cersei.
Yeah, I think that's
stabs her in the back.
Well, the Valonqar prophecy in the book.
I don't think he'll do it like that.
There's that shot of. I don't want to get too into predictions, but there is that shot of when Cersei is standing on the map in season 7. She's standing near the neck and he's standing near the fingers, and the Valonqar prophecy from Maggie the Frog says the Valonqar will squeeze the life from her.
Ooh.
And a lot of people think that's Tyrion because that's the younger brother, and Valonqar means younger brother in Valyrian. But Jaime's also younger, and I think it would be a perfect arc to have him kill Cersei. And I'll be honest, I'm going to cry if he dies. He's my favorite character.
He might go for a Romeo and Juliet thing. He might just kill himself afterwards.
I wouldn't mind that, but I would actually kind of want to see him and him and Brienne shack up. I'd love to see their little blonde babies.
Yeah, you already got those.
Okay, but I saw
ones that are not born of incest.
I saw the meme of a little cartoon Jaime writing in his journal.
You sent me that.
I said it was he's writing, I met this cute girl Brienne, and he's like, oh, I even like her more than Cersei, and she has blonde hair. Maybe she's a distant cousin. I'll put it up, but it was funny, and I think it's weird to think that this guy, as a side character, has probably the biggest arc of them all. Drastically changing.
Yeah. Because
you have Jon's arc, which is beautiful in itself, but it's not as drastic as Jaime is. Jaime, I'm sure you hated him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about him now?
I think he's you really get to understand him more, because at the beginning you just see him from more from the Stark perspective, but then as the series goes on, you start to see things from his perspective a little more, and you start to understand why he did the things he did.
Yeah, saved 500,000 people.
You really associate with him a lot more.
Yeah, still pick him in a fight over everybody, even with the left hand. I wish they would have actually not used the gold hand, and then had a knife blade, and he just be chopping people down.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, but it's not realistic, I guess. But you can make a gold hand.
It's not solid gold.
The Lannisters are the richest house. They should do it. Jaime's awesome, but we're moving on, and we're moving on to the most pointless characters in the whole series, the Greyjoys.
Oh my gosh!
I put them in here because she's her alliance with Cersei.
They're so boring.
Do you care about the Greyjoys?
I like Theon.
I hate
You like Theon? I hate Theon.
I like Theon.
I think he is.
I think he got what he deserved, and now he's just trying to redeem himself.
But he just kind of seems to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think him and Yara are any benefit really to Daenerys. Maybe the potential of them being a benefit until Euron destroyed them, and now they're just done.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of feel like they're pointless. And that stupid scene of him getting kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
Roll that clip, because it was the worst scene in Game of Thrones history, in my own opinion.
And what is that?
First off, remember when the Hound brawled with Brienne?
Yeah.
And he kicked her hard between the legs.
Yeah.
She wailed and screamed.
Because that still hurts, yeah.
Yes. Don't you think it would hurt Theon? He literally got his dick chopped off.
Was it root and stem?
Root and stem.
Root and stem.
Root and stem.
But wouldn't that hurt? You have a
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he still has balls, too.
scar right there.
Because they never said anything.
I think it was root and stem.
Root and stem.
He said wiener. The little...
Yeah, they cut off part of Theon and sent that part to his sister.
Yeah. Anyways, I just think they're pointless now. I don't think they have any real play in the story, and I don't give a...
Yeah.
The only one I care remotely about is Euron, and I think he was poorly set up too.
And like his navies don't really matter.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Other than they're bringing back the Golden Company,
Yeah.
which the Golden Company is the largest sellsword
yeah.
group in planet Os.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean...
Because of the dragons.
But do you think those dragons are going to survive the battle at Winterfell?
One of them.
Just one?
I think just one.
I would not be surprised if they died. Anyways, but the Golden Company is notorious for never breaking a contract. And I want you guys to think about this, or I want to hear what your thoughts are, is that a lot of people think that the Golden Company are going to betray Cersei because they are founded by a Blackfire, which is a Targaryen bastard, renamed. But in the books, they are Blackfire loyalists, and there is no Blackfires in the show, but there are Targaryens, so it's possible that they could betray her. Maybe they find out what's going on up north and they go help.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't see this series ending in a big battle at King's Landing. I think it's going to be very small scale, more political in vein, and I think it's going to be something of people having to make sacrifices, going into danger, trying to save everybody else by basically going on a suicide mission. Jamie. But what do you think about the Golden Company betraying Dan?
I think that it's definitely a possibility, and with them being Blackfires, that they'll side more with Daenerys and Aegon.
I mean, they might be Blackfires in the show.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
The show's different.
The show is quite different. I think that they won't play as big a role.
Yeah.
In the show.
I'm excited to see the elephants. What about you?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Get some grand. It's gonna be freaking Return of the King.
Yeah, Return of the King.
Jon swinging around on the freaking elephant.
That'd be awesome.
I know these are smaller characters now, but I kind of want to touch on Bronn a little bit. Do you think he'll ever get his castle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the end he'll get his castle. I think he gets a happy ending.
And a nice wife.
Yeah, and a nice wife.
That he doesn't kill. I think he's going to die. This is the one I want to talk about. Not really the most, but, it's something that's a little bit bigger, is the Cleganes. Sandor and Gregor, the Mountain and the Hound. Are we going to
They're
get
definitely going to have a face-off.
Clegane Bowl?
Yeah.
They're definitely going to face off.
And
the Hound is definitely going to kill the Mountain.
Yeah, I think so.
And possibly die on the way.
I just hope it's the biggest thing ever. Like, I would rather see those two fight than the Battle of Winterfell.
Really?
Not really. I'm joking. But
Okay.
that would be pretty great.
Man, I can't wait for that. I think that'll happen.
That'll be one of the coolest battles of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to end that way. I think the Hound will end up getting injured and Arya has to kill the Mountain.
That could happen too.
I think that'll probably happen.
He
I
is
like
on
that.
the list.
I almost like that better.
Yeah, I like that a lot more.
I think it would actually be a very good arc if Sandor died. But at the same time, he had a really good arc, even if he died at the end of season 4. I think adding him in season 7 is almost something that was a little tacked on. It doesn't need to happen, but it works, and so maybe it would be more cheap if he died. Anything more on the Cleganes?
I think so.
Okay. But yeah, that's our video there of the Lannisters. Do you want to sign us out, Andrew?
Okay, so
Lincoln?
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Andrew Lincoln.
The Walking Dead sucks.
Oh.
Go.
Oh, that's super weird because that's my gamer tag in Halo.
Well, really?
My God.
It's Lincoln shot first.
Oh my God.
So I was really thrown off that you called me that.
Winning. Okay, let's sign us out there, buddy.
Cool. So yeah, we've got more coming. So just watch those. We're gonna talk about some of the other great houses, and yeah, YouTube is pretty much the same on our channel as it is on all the others. There's
so
like buttons.
You have to subscribe. You have to like, and you have to share. And if you don't, somebody will. You'll just have bad luck. Momo will attack you.
Oh,
Your favorite character. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, and we got a couple more videos coming our way. Have a good one, guys.